I've lost 800 ounces or 50 pounds if you're less cool. And I want to give you 5 hacks on how I did that in this video. So let's get right into it. The first thing is, and I'm going to hang my hat on this, this is to me the most important, in my opinion, as far as the tangible things you can do. And the first hack is obviously, for me, intermittent fasting. It, this just kind of changed the entire game, because when you're tying goals to your weight loss, in a sense, like, hey, you know what, let's push it another hour, let's push it 2 hours, let's go ahead and give it a break. For instance, I finished off a couple bags of chips yesterday, not the whole bags, but I finished off 2 of them that were opened, and then busted into the pretzel nuggets. Not a good thing. However, I ran sprints at the beach yesterday, and I walked almost 17,000 steps. So, and I'm not looking to lose right now. I'm looking to maintain, and as long as my weight is within the range, it's okay. But that is an incredible tool if you're losing weight and also maintaining, like I am. I did a video earlier today. I didn't eat at all today, except a little butter in my coffee earlier, till after 3:30 this afternoon. I didn't eat a single meal. So yes, I did have all those chips, but I gave it a long time and kind of lesser the blow, if you know what I mean. It's kind of, I look at things now as net positive. Is it moving the needle? Am I making progress? And if not, then we might need to make a change on that. But the fact of the matter is, when I do that, you have to make that change, because what ends up happening for me, I just looked at it as, okay, not punishment, but just a little bit of an accountability. It keeps me in check. So yeah, I enjoyed the chips. Was it worth it? I was hungry for a while today, but I've earned it for, you know, the probably almost 18 months that I've kept all the weight off now. So it's been really, really helpful. But even me, pretty much every day, I try to do intermittent fasting. Not always, not perfect. Sometimes I got to push it, but for the most part, I go as long as I can, and I really stick to 2 meals a day. Sometimes one, but I do stick to 2 meals a day. So if you can do that, that I think is going to give you an edge over a lot of people, but you're not competing against others. But think of it that way. That gives you an edge in the game of the whole weight loss, keep it off. I think that's, man, I recommend it if you can. Again, I don't know what everyone's, some people need food and all that, but this is something maybe talk to a professional on. But for me, that's been really helpful, and I'm going to continue to do that. So the second thing is just cut out the breakfast in general. Do 2 meals a day instead of 3. And it's, again, the thing with the health and wellness and fitness is it's so complex, and no matter who you talk to, they all have a different opinion. They all know the answer. In fact, everyone could be wrong. But I really do think it makes, when you go ahead and cut that meal out, not only are you cutting a set of calories out, hopefully, if you're not binging on the rest, which sometimes I did, sometimes I do, but what you're doing is you're actually helping to, it's an easy way to eliminate a set of calories. And I think when you do that over a long period of time, that's going to really help. I mean, intermittent fasting and cutting out a meal, that right there puts you on a really good path, in my opinion. So that's what I would recommend. So those are the 2 things. The third hack is exercise at least 5 to 6 days a week. I encourage you to do it. And I would just, the way I look at it and the way I do it now, when everything was closed in 2020, I had to go start doing things outside. And I'm like, well, if they can take that away from us just like that, ridiculous, then I let's see what we can do outside. So I go to a park and do my exercises. And I haven't been in a gym in over 2 years, and I've made it work, and a lot of people can make it work. Again, the way I see it is I just want to stress my body. I want to stress the parts of my body and put some resistance in so I can get stronger and leaner. That's just how I look at it. It doesn't matter about the pounds. Yeah, I do certain exercises, and I'll go over that at some point with you guys, which I've shown on my daily videos that I'm making as well. But the way I look at it is it's just a matter of moving my body and then putting some resistance to it by doing body weight type exercises. And I do have some resistance bands at home that I started doing because I wanted to focus on my back, and that's something that I do. The fourth hack is just do 10,000 plus steps per day. Focus on that every single day. I think I'm on my 44th day straight of having at least 10,000 steps every single day. In the last, I don't know, 6 months, I've probably had maybe 5 days that I didn't have at least 10,000 steps. 5 days, not perfect, but what it does is what this thing is doing is when I take walks and everything, it's a way to get some quick wins. It's a way to get some wins that I know I can add, and then I gain confidence. And then it's like you just get a couple wins under your belt. When I worked out in the morning, great. Um, I did a morning routine, awesome. But as far as work goes, just different things that are going to give you the confidence to take the next step. Because to me, it's about once you can hit some momentum, it just becomes easier. But getting to the momentum, getting to see some results, that's where it's hard. But I'm telling you, the steps does magic. It's magic. Plus, it's a way to get your body moving, and then I'll hang from a bar a couple times and over at the jungle gym and kind of stretch out. Just it's a way to get out because I'm on the computer all the time, and I work from home, and neck hurts, everything hurts. So it's a way to take a good break, but you want to get those wins. So I encourage at least 10,000 steps per day. Again, seek a professional on it. I don't know what your health situation is, but that's what I did. And I'm telling you, that thing does wonders. So that's what I would encourage on the fourth. Number 5, and this could also be up there with number 1, track your progress. I have been weighing myself every single Monday, with a handful of times I missed, but not very many, since I've done. It's been a couple years, and I believe it might be all the way to 2020. So I've tracked this entire thing, and I'll go over it with you in detail. I'm going to. And I'm also going to provide some cool things with that in the community group that I'm building, because I'm launching a school community on this. There's a lot of people that either are remote workers, they're entrepreneurs, they're just normies. They're not training, they're not trying to, do bodybuilding competitions. They just want to get more lean. They want a simplified way of doing it. And they don't want all the lingo. They just want a couple steps. And that's what this is about. It's not just for entrepreneurs. I'm saying entrepreneurship and having a small business, as well as health and fitness, are like the passions of my life now, other than God. But tangible things like that I can help people with. And I didn't expect that this last round of the whole weight loss and fitness journey would be so life impacting for me. I mean, that's why I'm pivoting so much in my channel and in my own personal brand, that it's not just about the money and entrepreneurship, but it's going to be about health too, because those two things I'm finding go hand in hand. So if you're looking for a community, I encourage you, definitely subscribe, because we're building it out, and it should be launched pretty soon. So that's what I would say on that. But let me give you one more hack that I think is really, really, really has been just so impactful for me. All right, so here's the bonus hack. It's looking at things not with a perfection mindset, looking at things more with just progress, net positive, not perfect, better than it was. There's things in my whole journey that from a health standpoint maybe wasn't the most healthy. Maybe I should have done different things. But one thing you're never going to convince me, I don't care who you are or credentials that you have, that, if you have a more fit body than me, cool, I'll listen. But you're never going to convince me that what I did and how I did it was worse than carrying around 50 pounds of fat around my organs. You're never going to convince me that how I look and the way I feel and all this is worse than carrying around 50 pounds of fat all day, every day, on my heart, on my ligaments, just weighing me down. So to me, the hack is not the perfection. It's just saying, hey, you know what? I just want to be better than I was yesterday. Financially, health-wise, notice what I'm eating, notice what I'm putting in my body. I just want to improve. That's the hack. That's in business too. I just want to improve. I just want to get better on the next video. I just want to get better on the next ad I run. I just want to get better on the next sales presentation, on the next demo, on hey, I didn't eat cookies today. Cool. Let me see if I can go without eating them tomorrow as well. And that might seem insane, but you got to start somewhere. I started with, hey, you know what? My stomach's too big and I'm weighing too much to be able to do high knees. Now I do them every single time I work out, every time in a HIIT workout, every single time. But I started with, hey, my stomach's too big and I can't do the high knees because it's weighing me down and my stomach sticks out too much and I'm uncomfortable and I feel the weight and everything. So what do? I walk myself till I can do it. I do the step ups and then I start doing the high knees again once the weight starts to go down. I'm telling you, if you look at things different, it can change everything for you. Just a little bit. Just a little bit makes a huge difference. So that's the hacks I have for you guys. I hope that's helpful. Be on the lookout for the community and make sure you guys subscribe and follow for more.